Yeah, I was born with a condition called PFFD, which it doesn't really matter even what it stands for, but I basically missing my femur bones. So I have really short legs, and my feet are look different than the typical person. So basically, it looks like I'm an above the knee amputee, essentially. Think about this. Well, I got my first wheelchair technically when I was in the eighth grade. So before that, I mean, I was thinking about what you say. You were born in a wheelchair or with a wheelchair, and I was thinking that would be very, very traumatic
Yeah,
on my
right. Yeah,
mother.
there was a lot of walking on your hands, I'm sure.
Yeah, the wheelchair comes out, right? But when think about it when you're a kid, and if even as a normal a child with normal legs, when you want to get like let's say you want to get a bowl of cereal, well, the bowls are usually on the top cupboard, not down below. So you've got to figure out a way to navigate because cereal is the goal and a bowl is necessary. And so you pull a chair over and I did the same things. I would just go from the chair to the counter to the cupboard. And but the goal was is I was gonna do it. I just had to figure out how to do it. And I think that that example of figuring things out so that I was able to accomplish the stuff that I wanted to do. It started at a young age and
Yeah.
I wasn't told you can't do this or you can't do that. Actually, I was told that a lot, but it was like even from something as simple as getting a bowl of cereal, you just figure it out. What was the alternative? No cereal? Well, as a kid, that was not acceptable,
Yeah, all
right?
right.
And so you figure it out. And I think the other thing too, as a young adolescent, we, you know, in the summer times, you get together with the kids on the block and then you play football and you play tag and you play hide and go seek, all the, whatever kind of games. And there was a, there was a level I think that we all have of, am I good enough? Can I measure up when I'm standing at the start line and I look to the left and to the right, I wonder what they got and I wonder what I got. Right.
Everyone
And
did.
I don't know if everybody has that. I know I did.
I
And so
did.
I was always trying to perform and keep up. So, and it was more of an identity thing. Can I measure up? Things are only hard um, temporarily because the more we do it, and it's because it's different or it's new. Tying your shoes for the first time is hard.
All
You
right.
do it 25 times, it's not hard anymore. So it's only hard because it's different or because it's new. And so anything you practice over and over again, actually, that's the definition of a habit. And so you can have good habits and bad habits. It's just whatever you practice.
Hmm.
You can have habits that serve you by doing things that are healthy over and over and over again. They become a habit. A lot of times we do things that aren't good for us over and over and over again, and they become a habit too. Um, but in the end, really, what it comes down to, and the mindset piece that I've been really spending a lot of time with right now, it's the term authorship. And the reality is that we're going to go through our lives and we're going to biologically age. Every year we're a year older. It
Damn.
doesn't mean we're emotionally better, right? And so what you're going to do is you're going to be a passive participant as your life story is written, or if you have the perspective or the awareness, you can develop authorship. And the quote that I love is, "Your life story will be written. Who will be holding the pen?
Mm.
Will it be your circumstances and a passive approach, or will it you establish authorship where you actually decide, here's what I would like next month to look like. I'd
I
like
think
to
people
be more
watching this need to
confident."
pause it right now.
Yeah.
You need to write that down.
What if from the day you were born until today was one chapter of a book, and it's the book titled You, right? And so all of those experiences and everything that's happened to you was chapter one. And then what if from this point forward, each year was a chapter? So what are going to be the plot lines of chapter two? Is there going to be adventure? Is there going to be drama? Is there going to be strength building? Is there going to be deeper relationships? What kind of upgrades are you going for in chapter 2? And then chapter 3, what's that going to look like? Maybe something as big as I want to live in Italy or on, in the Mediterranean. That might be chapter 10. That might be a little ways down the road for you to organize things to be able to get there. But things like maybe upgrading your car or maybe running a marathon, that might be in the next 2 chapters. And so you may not know all the details, but there are some things. You start with an outline when you're writing a story, and you talk about some of the things that you want in that story. And so what if your life was like that, where you just started, literally just pen some preferences down on a piece of paper and then watch those things start to become reality?